The N3 northbound at the Mooi River Toll Plaza is now open after those violent protests involving truck drivers early yesterday morning. Around 30 trucks were set alight as drivers protested against the employment of foreign nationals. eNCA's Dasen Thathiah is at the toll plaza now to bring us that update. He joins us live. Dasen, it's right on time as people start to make their way back after the long weekend. It's a relief that it does appear, according to the Toll Plaza's Twitter account at least, that traffic is free-flowing there. What can you tell us?
That's right, Michelle. In fact, those that were on the ground yesterday, I mean, they were working since the early hours of yesterday morning to clear the wreckage and also to get the road in a usable condition after those protests on Sunday night. And they were at it until quite late yesterday. We were here. They managed to open the Joburg to Durban route just after 6 o'clock yesterday, and the Durban to Joburg route was opened at about midday yesterday. And in fact, for now, traffic is free-flowing. Numbers have picked up a little bit. The last time I checked, I believe it was just over 1,400 cars traveling from Durban to Joburg, and just over 400 traveling from Joburg to Durban on the freeway that's next to me. There's just one small obstruction. I'll just show you behind me, Michelle. If you look there, it's just some roadworks that are taking place, but it's minor. It's nothing that's affecting the flow of traffic as those numbers start to pick up and as people start to make their way back home. But I can tell you this much, Michelle, it was quite an operation that was undertaken here yesterday, because as you can imagine, with the size of trucks and those trailers that were burnt, those teams, the repair and recovery teams here, had to chop up a lot of those items, try and pick them up with cranes and get them off the road firstly onto the island in the center, and then eventually take those items away. I also saw some grading that was taking place just to repair the tar where it was damaged. But we were also told by the N3 toll concession yesterday that this is a temporary repair. They had to get this done before today, before a day that's considered a peak day, and they will look at repairing that road for more long-term use later on.
That they managed to get that area cleaned up, given that, 30 trucks were torched in the area over the past couple of days or so. Just in terms of the peak period, it's quite free-flowing there as we watch your shot now from the studio. But what time do you reckon traffic is set to pick up there?
You see, Michelle, I think it was also influenced by a lot of panic that was going on as a result of what took place here. I mean, if you just looked at social media and Twitter and the comments that were taking place, there was also a lot of misinformation that was being spread, many people thinking that they couldn't use this road at all. Others used detours. Some left early using those detours. There was lots of traffic on those roads. Even yesterday when we were trying to get here, we sat in traffic for about 6 to 8 kilometers before we even got through the toll plaza. So I don't think this is a normal day by any account, just because of all of the information that was going around. But I do imagine, as normal and as in the past, it does pick up a little bit as we get closer to midday, and then drops down a little lower after that. But I don't think everyone also was fortunate enough to get Monday off, so a lot of those people also made their way back on Sunday. This is not a regular long weekend as we've seen before, because there was a working day in between.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks very much for that update. eNCA's Dasen Thathiah joining us there from the Mooi River Toll Plaza. It does appear the traffic is free-flowing, so if you're making your way back from the long weekend, it's a good idea to perhaps take to the roads now.